Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners Zoom meeting for Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. I am Commissioner Rick Vest, Chair of the Board. With me this morning is Deb Shore, Vice Chair, Roma Amundsen, Sean Flowerday, and Krista Yoakum. Mr. Clerk, please begin the meeting.
Did you want to do the pledge?
Oh, yep. I just did it. I just turned on my mic. Okay, before we begin the meeting, would you stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, Mr. Clerk, would you begin the meeting?
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available in room 112. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. 1A is approval of the minutes of the Tri-County Legislative Breakfast held on Monday, January 25th, 2021.
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 1B is approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, January 26, 2021.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve these minutes. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through February 2nd, 2021. And this needs to be amended to include payroll ending January 27th, 2021.
Move approval of the consent items with amendment.
Second.
I think that's for the claims.
For the claims. Oh, okay, claims, yes.
Thank you. We have a motion to approve the claims, including the payroll through January 27th, and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there's an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of utility permits to allow Windsor, Nebraska to replace communication lines at no cost to the county for the following. Number 2063, due to the replacement of County Culvert F128. Number 2064, due to the replacement of County Culvert F85. Number 2065, due to the replacement of County Culvert F81.
I will move approval of the consent items.
Not done.
Not done.
Number 2066, due to the replacement of County Culverts F29 and F79. Amendments to the following county contracts: C-20-16 with Midwest Alarm Services for annual services, fire alarm inspection, testing and repair. C-18-764 with SHI International Corp for strategic budgeting and planning. C-20-46 with Matheson Trigas for annual service providing and delivery of industrial medical gas. right-of-way contract with Robert Black Revocable Trust, North 56th Street and Rock Creek Road, in the amount of $962.
And
I would like to remove, what, 3B3, is that it?
3B1.
3B1 off of the consent calendar because the county attorney staff says so.
Is that a motion?
we have a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to remove item 3B1 from the consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
This is actually just a question about a point of clarification. I didn't think we need, I mean, I'm fine with the motion, great. I didn't think we needed motion that's to take things off the consent item, consent calendar. I thought it could just happen.
Normally, we do actually have you guys vote on it, on the removal, and then vote on the action to take. But I can look into the past. I just know we have before.
That's pure curiosity. I don't actually care. It's no worries. Okay.
Very good. Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Now we could approve the consent items. We would need a motion.
I move that we approve the consent items as with one taken off.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the modified consent items. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
And I guess now to clarify, Jen, we have one item hanging out there. When do we vote on that? Because we have received a modified contract on that item.
Right, so I wanted you guys to pull it just so I could kind of tell you. The wrong one was attached to the agenda. It turns out we had been working and reviewing on the wrong contract, I guess. But that one was correct also. But I just want to let you know, since you guys haven't technically had a chance to review it, I know Monet sent it at the beginning of today. I did just want to, so we don't have to hold it up, I did review it. It is all correct. Insurance is all there. The agenda language is correct. So if you want to take my word for it and trust my opinion, I think you can go ahead with approval if you'd like.
All right.
Based upon the recommendation of the county attorney, I will move approval of item 3B1.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve 3B1. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is number 4, a public hearing. This is section 147F of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 as amended regarding the issuance of bonds by the county for the benefit of Christian Retirement Homes, Inc., doing business as Eastmont.
Now, we have no one in the chambers with Dan and I'm not seeing anyone on the Zoom call to testify.
Yeah.
We will open the public hearing, but what I'm saying is I don't see anyone here.
No.
And I don't believe we have anyone on the Zoom.
I can present when the resolution is up. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, next is number 5, new business. 5A is a resolution on a matter of authorizing the issuance of revenue bonds, Series 2021 in one or more series, in a principal amount not to exceed $38 million for the purpose of making a loan to Christian Retirement Homes, Inc., doing business as Eastmont, and authorizing the execution and delivery of certain documents in connection with the issuance of such bonds and approving related matters.
So,
Great, thank you. Good morning. My name is Colleen Duncan. I'm a partner at Gilmore and Bell. We are the county's bond counsel, and we would represent the county in connection with this financing. The two items on the agenda related to the financing were the hearing, the previous agenda item, and this bond resolution. The hearing is required for purposes of the Internal Revenue Code, as the bonds are proposed to be issued tax exempt, so that's a tax code requirement. The second item is the bond resolution, which would authorize the issuance of bonds by the county. This is a conduit financing under federal tax laws, so the county would loan the proceeds to Eastmont. The county has no ongoing pecuniary liability or responsibility for fees throughout the course of the bond issue. All of the responsibility for repayment lies with Eastmont. The proceeds are going to be used for an expansion of Eastmont's campus. They're at 63rd and O. They're adding 50 new units and a performing arts center and a number of amenities that the facility does not presently have. Andrew Fisher, who's the executive director of Eastmont, is on as well virtually and can answer any of those questions you might have about the project, certainly better than I can, but I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the legal structure, the financing, or the documentation.
Any questions, commissioners? I think you two have done such a good job of educating us that we now understand what you're telling us, and so we thank you for your time here this morning. I would welcome a motion.
I move that we approve.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve item 5A. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5B is a resolution, a matter of adopting benefits for Lancaster County employees in unclassified service. The resolution rescinds and replaces County Resolution number R-20-0002.
Mr. McDaniel.
Good morning, Commissioners. This resolution was covered during staff meeting. Basically, it adds the emergency management specialist to the benefits resolution. I can answer any questions you may have.
I will move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item 5B. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. C is a resolution in matter of adopting a salary schedule for emergency management specialist.
Again, Commissioners, this resolution establishes a pay plan for the same classification, emergency management specialist, which moves out of the classified service into the unclassified service, as advised by the Chief Administrative Officer after reviewing state statute.
Move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll, Dan.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is an interlocal agreement with Sarpy County for the safekeeping, care, and sustenance of pre-adjudicated juveniles at the Youth Services Center. Lancaster County would reimburse at a rate of $300 per juvenile per day.
Move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is a recommendation from the purchasing agent and Lancaster County Sheriff to award and execute a purchase order to Bobcat of Lincoln for a S-76 T4 Bobcat skid skid steer loader. The total amount of the order is $58,961.
I see Sheriff Wagner on the call. Terry?
Good morning, Terry Wagner, Lancaster County Sheriff. This skid loader is to be used at the range that the firearms range that we're currently sharing with the Lincoln Police Department. It's to handle maintenance and those kinds of activities at the range. This will be paid for with forfeited assets. So although it's coming out of the county's general fund, we will reimburse the county with forfeited assets.
Move approval?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes,
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you.
thank you.
Excuse me. 5F is a grant contract with Region 5 Systems to grant the county $5,000 for participation in the Zero Suicide Academy.
Move approval?
Second?
Yeah, we have a motion and a second.
Could I just ask a quick question?
Yeah,
Krista,
Deb.
do you know anything about this program specifically?
Actually, was Scott going to speak to that?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering as well. Scott?
Hi, I'm on. It is a program that is a nationwide program. It was brought to Nebraska through the state and also the public policy, the Public Policy Center of UNL, and so it started. The first program was intended to start last year. When COVID hit, they moved it to the fall, and then we had a 2-day or a 3-day conference on it via Zoom. It is involved trying to get different agencies across the state and local agencies also to handle things similarly across avenues and from one provider to another. So the handoff from us to community providers could include similar things. What else do you want to know, I guess?
Any questions? I think we're just excited to have it here in our community. Scott just wanted to know a little bit more. Any further questions for Scott? Krista, I'd note that you've gone back on mute. I don't believe we have we do have a motion. Exactly. We do have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. G is notices of termination effective February 28th, 2021 due to Medicaid expansion for the following county contracts. C-17-596 with Crossroads Physical Therapy, PC. C-17-610 with Arthritis Center, Nebraska. C-17-775 with Consultants in Gastroenterology. C-17-693 with Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology Associates, PC. C-17-721 with Central Nebraska Rehabilitation Service. C-17-674 with Ear, Nose, and Throat Specialties. C-17-756 with Capital Foot and Ankle. C-17-956 with Joseph Camerata. And C-17-676 was his associated anesthesiologist.
Move approval?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 6 is update on COVID-19 on Lancaster County response.
I know we have moved into Category 1B on the vaccinations, and they are proceeding at Pinnacle Bank Arena, making arrangements to continue to improve that process as we go forward. Is there anything else anyone is aware of or would like to add?
I took a tour of the vaccine distribution site on Friday. It's a pretty impressive setup that they have down there at Pinnacle Bank. Right now, we've got more volunteers from the medical community than we know what to do with. So, I mean, it's going well. Speaking with Director Lopez, she said the biggest hurdle they've got is they're not allowed to use the federal funds to buy food for the volunteers. So they're looking for, snacks and food and things to keep them on their feet while they're doing those big marathon vaccination drives. But it's a really impressive setup. They're doing about when we have the vaccine, they're doing about 500 vaccinations an hour.
Impressive. Terry.
Commissioner Rest, thank you. I'm pleased to announce that our deputies have started receiving the vaccine this morning. So deputy sheriffs, Lincoln police officers, UNL officers, and I think airport police officers are receiving the vaccines at the health department. I'm really pleased about that. So hopefully by Thursday we'll have all those folks vaccinated.
That's great news.
Good.
Very good news. Thank you, Terry. Okay, one thing we can say is when the vaccine comes to Lancaster County, we know what to do with it. So kudos to those who are in charge of this operation, and thank you. I'm sorry, Dan?
Next is number 7, legislative update.
I did not see any notes about this from Dave or anyone indicating we had any action to take today.
I have nothing to add for today, Commissioners.
Thank you, Dave.
Next is number 8, public comment, and there's nobody in the chamber.
There's nobody in the chamber, but I would take 1 minute of privilege here, Dan, if you all would indulge me. February 2nd is a unique day on our calendar. We're all aware it's Groundhog Day, and we'll recall the movie with Bill Murray where he's in a loop repeating the same day over and over again in an effort to become a better man, a better person, and learn what it means to be a decent human being. Interesting movie. I highly enjoyed it. Slightly different significance for me in that February 2nd, 11 years ago, I had the privilege of walking on to Smathers Beach in Key West and becoming the husband of Dawn Vest. And so I'm giving a shout out to my beautiful wife, who has been a gracious partner and a good friend. I wouldn't be sitting here without you, sweetheart, so happy anniversary. Looking forward to taking care of business here and spending the rest of the day and the rest of my life with you. So happy anniversary, Dawn. Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, she's a great woman. You could tell that, right? Well, thank you. Thank you for indulging me. Dan?
Next is number 9, announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting via Zoom on Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021, immediately following the Board of Equalization. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a mid-year budget retreat on Thursday, February 4th, 2021, at 10:30 a.m. in room 113 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next early meeting via Zoom on Tuesday, February 9th, 2021, at 9 a.m. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a public hearing on Thursday, February 11th, 2021, at 9:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building regarding County Text Amendment number 20008 to amend Article 13-048, Sections G through J, and other amendments through Article 13-048 as necessary for harmonization and consistency of the Lancaster County zoning regulations regarding commercial wind energy conversion systems. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV and can be viewed on YouTube.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
With that, we will open the Lancaster County Board of Equalization Zoom meeting for today, Tuesday, February 2nd.
We have to hop onto a different Zoom link Jamie sent.
No, I think that's the staff meeting.
Oh, I thought you were doing the staff meeting. Sorry, my mistake, my mistake. Yep, nope, you're right, I'm wrong.
So we can all stay at our seats, and we will continue with the Board of Equalization meeting.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to discuss today's open meeting is available in room 112. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, January 19th, 2021.
Move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of the additions and deductions.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to approve the additions and deductions. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next are public hearings. The first one, 3A, is Horizons Community United Methodist Church request to waive the penalty for the late filing of their statement of reaffirmation of tax exemption application. This is Form 451A.
We will open the public hearing. I know we have a member of the staff here. I'd like to hear from Scott.
Good morning, Scott Gaines,
Hey.
Deputy Assessor, Register of Deeds.
Scott, I'm gonna need to swear you in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do. This is a reaffirmation of a previously approved exemption. Just a little background, every 4 years, the educational, charitable, religious organizations are required to submit an application. That application for this organization was approved last year. In the intervening 3 years, they simply file a reaffirmation, but they're required to file that by December 31st. When they do file it timely, it automatically extends the exemption. The statute allows, if they file late after December 31st, but through June 30th, that automatically continues the exemption, but there is a penalty that's required to be applied. The penalty in this case would be 10% of the tax due or $100, whichever is less. In this case, it'll clearly be a $100 penalty for being 1 month late. So our office is required to apply the penalty. They can appeal to you folks, but the provision, as you've been notified by the county attorney's office, is very clear that the board has no authority to waive the penalty for any circumstance at all. So our recommendation would be to deny the request to waive the penalty.
Well, based upon the recommendation of the county attorney.
Hang on.
Roma, we're still in the public hearing, my friend.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's
No,
right.
I understand. So bottom line, Scott, there was a deadline missed. Their exemption status will be intact, but there's a fine attached to missing the deadline, and it looks like it's going to be $100. And once again, the procedures are clearly laid out in state statute as to what our options are, which are
That is correct.
nothing. Yeah, okay.
And our staff goes above and beyond to try and prevent these situations from happening. Every once in a while, due to circumstances, it does happen, but thankfully it was caught early, and it's only a 1 month late penalty. So I think that pretty much sums it up.
Okay, well, thank you for your efforts on that, and thank you for being here. There is no one here, and I am not seeing anyone on the Zoom call. Any further comments on this part of the public hearing? Seeing none, Dan, we should continue.
Do you want to close the public hearing?
We will close public hearing A.
Let's go ahead and do the action item. 4A is Horizons Community United Methodist Church request to waive the penalty for the late filing of their statement of reaffirmation, a tax exemption application.
Well, now I will go. Okay. Based upon the recommendation of the county attorney, I move that we deny the request, waive the penalty.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to deny the request. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is a public hearing. This is for motor vehicle tax exemption applications. This includes Lutheran Family Services in Nebraska, Inc., Wyuka Cemetery and Funeral Home, Catholic Social Services, Lux Center for the Arts, Centerpoint, Inc., People City Mission, and Union College.
We will open the public hearing, but nothing has changed here in the chambers, and I see no additional faces on the Zoom call, so I am going to close the public hearing.
Action item 4B is motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
I will
Move approval of the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Second?
We have a motion and a second on the motor vehicle tax to approve. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is number 5, public comment, and it does not appear that there's anybody in the chamber.
I've made all the public comments I'm going to make today, so.
I will move we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the BOE. Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday,
Yes.
Vest.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
And now my understanding is we do have a different Zoom.